Jesus freak here. Figured I'd grab a few things at the store, but I'm limited to what I can carry because I'm out of cash. I'm waiting for my rest of my check to come through PayPal limbo. It's not a big deal. I don't need anything that comes in a can, a bottle, or a jar. So most things I'd be picking up would be lightweight. Looks like I got a bit of traction for the random video I did about making pizza sauce. I mean, like, how much can you talk about the same thing over and over again, right? And I did most of the videos on stuff that actually matters over half a decade ago. So, I mean, there's really not much more I can add, and I haven't been able to, buy too many more Bibles. And what's the point anyway? When I got an overflowing bookshelf, at least now I have a bookshelf. Anyway, while I was on my way out, I picked up the mail and got a letter from social services about my food stamps, which, I mean, it's a plus and a minus. The plus, they're not getting canceled or reduced. The minus, they're not getting increased either. So, I mean, this tends to be the way things happen, depending on who's in charge in Congress and in the White House. We tend to get increases, if we get them at all, only when Democrats are in charge. Because it's just not the mindset of Republicans to help anyone, honestly. Now, mind you, I'm not a Democrat. I vote for a lot of Democrats because I feel like the Republicans would rather me be dead while the Democrats just don't care. And I'll take like I'll take people don't care over people want to kill me. Right? Political ran over. Anyway, it is a bit of a walk. I don't know if I mentioned about a 3/4 of a mile, a little over a kilometer. So yeah, it's a bit of a walk. And most of my videos, you see me maybe get as far as a block away from there. Because I'm like, the video takes as long as it takes. And I'll either start it like right outside or 1 block away, right after I turn the corner. Because, there's this little back street that cuts across to where my apartment is. Just a little back street. It runs less than a block. And the rest of the way, it's just completely straight.
Wait.
Just take the same street apart from having to cross the street, which I mean I could do anyway. I could do it right when I turn, or I could do it all the way down when I get to the store. Usually I do it about a block up when I get to the first traffic light. Now, it's been getting cooler. Um, I want to say 14 Celsius because just doing an on the fly conversion from 59 Fahrenheit is what my computer read when I left. So I'm dressed a little warmer than I have been, but you know, I I always prefer to dress in a way that, if I'm feeling too hot, I can just take something off and still have something on and be decent. I think this is an example of what they said, teach a young child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Old habits die hard, and if they happen to be, you know, good habits, that's a good thing. Of course, it can also work the other way, and you can wind up with maladaptive habits ingrained in you because that's how you were taught. I continue to learn. I'm like, you, your brain starts to die when you stop letting yourself learn new things. I'm 45. Until last week, whenever I made pizza, I used bought sauce. Last two pizzas I made the sauce about as from scratch as you'd get with, like a pizzeria type sauce. Of course, they're not going to use expensive ingredients. They got to keep the prices down for the customers. It doesn't surprise me that they'd start with canned stuff, but they probably use better stuff than I do. I can't imagine they're using an Aldi's or Tops brand canned tomatoes, like bottom of the barrel spices. But, it is what it is. Uh,
Wait.
anyway, I haven't even made up my mind what I'm getting because, that's just not how I roll. I don't usually go to the store with much of a list, if any, and I just cover the store. Half the time, I'm just trying to kill time anyway, and being at the store is sort of an excuse. So, it's like, do I really need to even leave the house? No, but I should for the fresh air, so much as it is, in fact, um, for the exercise, especially because of my heart. It's like there's a lot of things I don't need to do. but I do it mainly to keep my body up. Not like, I don't do bodybuilding or weights or anything like that. I can't. My heart won't handle it. I've tried. Walking to and sometimes from the store, that's my exercise. Anyway, Jesus freak out.